Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Friday live stream. We're doing news, we're doing AMA. Ask me anything. I'll try to answer as many of your fantasy football questions as we can. For those that don't know, my name's Hussein the Brain, and this is Fantasy Couch. So if you want to really appreciate it. Follow, subscribe. I'm on all the social medias on YouTube, Twitch, everywhere. Here we go. We'll wait for a few more people to join, then we'll go over the news. Some disgusting news, lots of injuries. My Roshan Johnson is out, and I just found out that was a big surprise, a big blow to a lot of advice I gave in a lot of my leagues. But we're just gonna have to roll with the punches, survive this week, get through this week, rack up some W's, and hopefully make the playoffs in fantasy footballs. Lots of injuries, lots of disgusting things going on, man. It's a rough year, very rough season, full of injuries. And on top of that, we have the usual busts and surprises. That's about the same amount. But when you couple that with 3 times as many injuries as an average year, it gets to really add up and be disgusting. What's up, Randy? Albert in the building. What's up, guys? Thoughts on Amari Cooper? Is he a must start? He's not a must start, but he is a start. You are very unlikely to have a better option than Amari Cooper, or not very unlikely. I guess it depends from league to league. I would just say in a 12 team, you're unlikely to have a better option than Amari Cooper, but you could. Deontay Foreman or Nico Collins. I'll go with the high floor guy in Deontay Foreman with this one. Oh, it's non PPR, so that makes it a pretty easy choice actually. Since it's non PPR, I'm gonna go with the running back who's gonna, get 17, 18, 19 touches. Foreman's not a big pass catcher, anyways, so we're going Deontay Foreman there. Nico Collins has some good upside, but like you said, it's non PPR, so kind of an easy decision right there for me. What's up, Jack? In the building? Do I DK Metcalf? Roshan week begins next week. Yes, I thought it began this week, but I got the wrong memo. Unfortunately, but yeah, I love Roshan Johnson. I guess it does begin next week. I thought it began this week. Unfortunately, I was mistaken. We got Smitty, aka the Fantasy Football Show, in the building. Here, I think he's a Roshan truther like me too. Not sure though. I know he liked Jameer Gibbs more than me. I don't know how he feels about Roshan. Roshan was one of my favorite prospects. Do I? Maybe this is a trade. I don't know. Do I DK Metcalf or Hollywood Brown? Just go DK Metcalf, man. I don't know what the. Why is this a hard question? I think that's who to start. Who do you start? Start Chuba over Saquon, since Saquon is a game time decision. Yes, start Chuba Hubbard. Unfortunate. I thought Saquon was gonna play, but Daniel Jones is out. Giants O line's a mess, and Saquon's a game time decision. Probably best if he doesn't even play this game, to be quite frank. Joshua Down. Who do you play? Joshua Down. Okay, Mikey. That question is incomplete. Go make this a real question. I'll give you a real answer. Oh, would you play Joshua Downs a full PPR? Yeah, I got to know who your other options are. If you need a yes or no, right? Death, right? This is like a do or die question for me. I have to say yes or no. I'll say yes. I have no idea if you're in a 10-team league or who your other players are. But that's what I give the people what they want, man. You wanted a yes or no, I give it to you. I got offers Saquon and Ridley for Kamara. Should I take it? Yes, go take it. I love Calvin Ridley. Need to start one at flex. Ramondre, Cooper, T. Higgins, or Barkley. Also, would you drop Algier for Roshan? Yes, I would drop Algier for Roshan. Put him on IR if you have an IR spot. So it looks like this league is half PPR. And we'll get to the news here in 4 minutes. We will break the news. We'll go over the news. So we got Amari Cooper. I think we're gonna go Ramondre, and I know people's gonna hate me for that. Actually, T. Higgins. So I want to bench Cooper. You have T. Higgins, who's solid. Saquon, we're gonna have to bench since he's a game time decision. We can't roll with that. All these other guys play early. I'm gonna go with Ramondre Stevenson here. I would definitely bench Cooper. So I even like Higgins more than Cooper because I don't know what this guy PJ Walker is gonna do. It's the first time I'm really seeing him in a Browns uniform. I don't know what's gonna happen. Chuba Hubbard's gonna be a workhorse, and Foreman's gonna be a workhorse as well. Both those guys, I don't know what how else to put it. I think both these guys are must starts this week. Chuba Hubbard and Deontay Foreman are pretty much must starts this week if you're in a 12-team league or deeper. This one was an easy question. I have Roshan, Algier, Akers, or Ahmed. So I don't want to start Salvin Ahmed. Roshan Johnson is out, by the way. So it's between Algier. Yeah, not many options here. Algier or Akers. And I'm going to go with Tyler Algier. Yeah, and so this is the last week where we're starting any Patriots. Okay, so basically I'm talking about Ramondre Stevenson. Not a lot of people are starting any other Patriots players. If Ramondre fails us one more time, we're done with him. We're out. That's it. We're giving him one last chance against a great matchup against the Raiders. What's up? We got Twitch fam in the building. Sicario 22. In a dynasty, would you trade JT for an early first, 1 or 2 overall, and Kamara? Yes. I assume this is 2024. Yeah, go get that top 2 pick. You're going to get you a Marvin Harrison or Caleb. Go do it. Should I start Hunter Henry or Logan Thomas? Go with Logan Thomas. Screw all the Patriots. The Patriots can go. They can go take a one-way trip to Mars on Elon's rocket ship. Should I panic? Should I be panicking on DK Metcalf? If so, which receiver should I flip him for? No, don't panic. He's just going to be okay. Don't worry about it. He's not going to be great. He's going to be okay. I think did we answer that? Oh, this is you. This is the same person. Okay, I got you here, Gabriel. I already answered you. Yeah, I'd make that trade. And you're kind of getting rid of JT around this second contract, right? This is when you usually get rid of a running back. So I know you already signed that extension, but like this is around that age, right? Age 25-ish, right before he falls off that 27 to 29-year-old cliff. Drop McLaughlin for Chuba. Yeah, especially if you're looking for a start, right? So Chuba Hubbard. So I like Jaleel McLaughlin just a little bit more long term, but as of right now, or whenever Miles Sanders is out, Chuba Hubbard is far better. So yes, especially if you're looking to start Chuba Hubbard this week. Yes. Go get Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard should not be available in any league. Chuba Hubbard, Deontay Foreman, must starts this week. Got offered Brian Robinson for Miles Sanders and Gabe Davis. Davis is just sitting on my bench thoughts. Yeah, do it. Right. This is a win-win for both teams. That guy gets a sleeper wide receiver, and you get yourself a startable running back and get rid of Miles Sanders, who disgusts you. Every time you look at your roster, Miles Sanders makes you throw up. You're welcome. Would you start James Cook or Calvin Ridley? Go Calvin Ridley. Should I panic? I already answered that. Goff or Stafford this week? Go with Stafford. Garrett Wilson or Dameon Pierce as my flex. Go with Dameon Pierce. Should I have CJ Stroud or T-Law? Go with T-Law. They all get more work. All three of those guys are going to get more work. And then there's a sleeper guy on the Vikings. His name is Brandon Powell. So if you're in a deep league, I think this guy's young too. I honestly don't know much about him. He looks like a smaller speed guy. Let's see if we can bring up his player profiler, if he's even on here. Let's see if we can get that. Okay, yes, he's a small speed guy. Now, his 40 time is not fast or anything, but he looked really quick when I seen him. He's only 5'8". So in deeper leagues, this guy's here. But of course, that's only deep leagues. And is he young? He seems young. Draft pick 2018, age 28.1. Not really young, not really old either. Yeah, so in super deep leagues, this guy here, but they're all going to get a boost. Hawkinson, Addison, and KJ Osborne, all three will get a boost. Maybe even Madison gets a couple more targets in the pass game. Amari Cooper or KJ Osborne? I think we're going to go with Amari Cooper. It's very close, though. Very close here. I think we'll go Amari Cooper. All right, some long questions. I don't like long questions because I'm stupid. We'll go into the news right after this. Everyone's here. We'll go into the news and then I'll answer some more questions. What's up, Mr. Music? I need to start one at flex, half PPR. Josh Reynolds, Curtis Samuel, or Tajay Spears. Let's go. Wait. Amari. No. I'm thinking Amon Ra is out. Amon Ra is playing. All right, so this is actually very, very tough. Curtis Samuel, Josh Reynolds, or Tajay Spears. Let's go Tajay Spears. This is interesting. Should you sell high on David Montgomery? Only if you have an incredible offer. So I'm leaning towards holding on to him. I don't think you'll have an incredible offer. But if you can get one, sell him. Otherwise, just hold on. If you haven't noticed, there's not a lot of good running backs out there. It's very scarce. So what are you gonna do, man? I mean, I would just hold on to him unless someone's willing to overpay. And if they're willing to overpay, then deal him. If they're not willing to overpay, just keep him. All right, let's go right into the news. All right, here's the news for Friday, October 13th. Is everybody ready? Is anybody ready? If you're ready for the news, we just did a podcast last night where we talked about Rashee Rice. Go check that out. Give me an emoji. Give me a check emoji, a thumbs up emoji, drop a like, something. Give me a wave emoji, a couch emoji. Let's do a couch emoji. Drop a couch emoji if you are ready for the news. It's all good, but you can go check it out. I know not everyone listens to every live stream, every podcast, but it is on the second. If you want to watch the video, it's always better to watch it. It is on the second YouTube channel called Fantasy Couch Podcast. Check it out. Where it was last night's podcast was amazing. It was completely a wide receiver focused podcast. So make sure you guys do go and watch or listen to it. It's on Spotify, Apple, Google. It's on everywhere, and YouTube as well. It's always better to watch it, of course. So go to the second YouTube channel, Fantasy Couch Podcast, and check out last night's podcast where I did talk about Rashee Rice. All right, so we are ready for the news. Let's do it. All right, guys, the Bears have placed Khalil Herbert on IR. He's going to be out at least 4 weeks. Roschon Johnson is ruled out. Surprise, surprise. I was telling everyone to go get Roschon. I was like, this guy's got 10 days to clear concussion protocol. I assume it's the concussion, and he is out. So this is the Bears depth chart at running back. So Deontay Foreman is slated to be the workhorse running back, could get up to like 20 touches. He's a pretty good runner, but that's kind of all he does. The RB2 is Darrington Evans. He's going to be like a smaller guy, scat back, third down back. maybe 2-minute drill back. But I expect D'Onta Foreman to pretty much be the workhorse. And the only other running back they have on that team is the fullback Blasingame. I think he played for the Titans. He actually had to play full running back last week, Thursday Night Football, when the Bears played the Commanders. Even Travis Homer is out. So, like, all these guys are out for the Bears. So, D'Onta Foreman is a must add. And in a 12-team league, he's basically a must start unless you're stacked at running back and you're really lucky. Geno Smith is good to go for the Seahawks. Broncos just released pass rusher Frank Clark. Jags wide receiver Zay Jones is out. Let's zoom in. Oops. Here we go. Sauce Gardner is questionable with an illness. Elijah Mitchell and linebacker Dre Greenlaw are both questionable for the Niners. Tank Dell is questionable along with Robert Woods. I want to make sure to put Robert Woods here because if both these guys are out, that's going to really affect CJ Stroud. Also could mean a lot more targets for Dalton Schultz, a big sleeper tight end. Juwan Johnson is out yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs is out yet again. Miles Sanders is out, which makes Chuba Hubbard pretty much a must add and must start. Unless, again, you're stacked at running back and you're really spoiled. Deshaun Watson is out, but this time PJ Walker is going to start, and they're going to get absolutely pummeled by the Niners. The line opened up as a very low-scoring game with the Niners favored at 6.5. But let's look now and refresh to see if that line has moved. I did not look at it. 3-point shift. Okay, that's pretty significant. So the Niners went from a 6.5-point favorite to a 9.5-point favorite. So pretty big deal here against the Browns. Niners should absolutely destroy them. Fortunately, I have the Niners D in a couple leagues. I really like that and very confident in starting them this week. And I always knew the Niners D would start putting up fantasy points. It was only a matter of time. So they started doing that last week because they, in my opinion, they have the best team and best defense. Weakness, of course, in the secondary, but they have all the makings to get fantasy points. So, yeah, Niners D, man, you got to start them with confidence. I mean, that's not really breaking news. I think everyone kind of knew that already. Juju Smith-Schuster and Demario Douglas are both out for the Patriots. Now let's look at the Patriots. The Patriots line is it's very close. I mean, Vegas is pretty much saying, when I say Vegas, I mean the sports books are pretty much saying that this one's going to be a close game. Raiders are only slightly favored to win by 2.5, relatively low scoring. So we're giving guys like Ramondre Stevenson one last chance before we totally lose complete faith in them. I'm starting Ramondre Stevenson this week, so we'll see. I mean, maybe, I don't know, it was kind of messy because of Thursday Night Football, but in my mind, I was pretty much starting Ramondre Stevenson over Courtland Sutton because of that touchdown. That may have been a mistake, but I made that decision. We'll see if it was the right one. Daniel Jones is out, so Giants are going to get destroyed by the Bills. Dolphins running back Jeff Wilson is doubtful. He's starting to come off of IR. Mike Evans is good to go for the Bucks. Amon-Ra St. Brown good to go. And Sam Laporta is pretty much good to go. I think he's questionable, but he's expected to play. I think calf injury flared up Wednesday, but he's back at practice. Eagles signed cornerback Bradley Roby to the 53-man roster, and this is probably due to Jalen Carter and Darius Slay being out for the Eagles. Keontae Ingram is good to go for the Cardinals. We talked about this on last night's podcast too. Like, which one do I like? I'm gambling on the rookie DeMarcado, but I really don't know what's going on here. Keontae Ingram is number one on the depth chart, so he is the safer guy to start. He's projected to get more fantasy points. I just don't think the talent is there, so I don't know what to make of this. I do believe that James Conner's injury does affect this team a lot. Usually a running back doesn't affect the team a lot, but he puts a big impact on this team. He puts his stamp on this team, and I think the opposing defense. Who do they play? Do they play the Seahawks this week? Oh, they play the Rams. So the Rams defense is a great streaming option. I think James Conner is just a tough guy. He plays with so much heart, and I think they're gonna really miss him this game. Justin Watson avoided a major injury, just got an MRI today. That's the Chiefs wide receiver. He leads the team in yards per reception. Also, the Colts head coach said that Jonathan Taylor is going to get more snaps this week. He didn't really play much last week when Zach Moss went off. So JT should be playing a lot more this week. And here are all the players that are questionable. So David Njoku, I do expect him to play, but he is questionable. Hollywood Brown is questionable. I think that's really one that is up in the air. T. Higgins practiced fully, so I do expect him to play. I mean, everything's pointing towards him playing. I'd be absolutely shocked if he doesn't play. I believe the Bengals play Sunday morning, so shouldn't be too much of a worry for us fantasy managers. Saquon Barkley, however, plays Sunday Night Football, logging in like 8 limited practices in a row. Truly a game time decision. If I was the coach, I would just kind of forfeit this game and rest him another week so he's fully rested and he can cut and he's basically 100%. That's what I would do. Darren Waller is also questionable. Bills D should go insane this week. Dalton Kincaid questionable. Dawson Knox questionable. All in that same game there. Yeah, I do agree. Keontae Ingram to me is one of the worst running backs I've seen this year. He's just to me just doesn't have it. Like, I don't know. That's why I'm not really recommending anybody pick up or start Keontae Ingram. But that's gonna do it for the news. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them, and we'll answer some questions before we end this live stream here. Number one guy in my league traded Monty and Tua for Jalen Hurts. That trade is. This is a good question here. We'll bring up the weather. Let's look at the weather. Great question. I mean, you got to tell me if that's a super flex league. From what you're saying, what I'm gathering, it's not a super flex league. Man, even Tua, though. Tua and Jalen Hurts are right around the same exact level. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. So I guess super flex doesn't matter that much. Tua and Monty. That's gross. Would you trade Jamar Chase for Eckler? I mean, yeah, probably. I think that's the move. Running backs are more valuable. How do you feel about Joshua Downs between Lockett, Gabe Davis, KJ Osborne? Just that basically is telling me who do I start, right? Joshua Downs, I mean, he's okay. I liked him as a dynasty prospect a lot. Drafted him. I mean, Joshua Downs. Lockett. Gabe Davis. Osborne. So I'm going to go with Tyler Lockett here. And my second option would be KJ Osborne. Let's look at the weather. We got the weather changing. I don't think there's anything significant. There's some rain, some wind. I don't think there's anything that's going to absolutely change anything. All right, so that's good weather. That's a dome. So it could be raining in the Vikings Bears game, but not extreme wind. Slight chance of showers, not extreme wind. Oh, I like how they put the wind in red if it's 15 miles an hour or more. Okay. So nothing extreme from what I'm seeing. This game's already low scoring though, and then there might be a little bit of rain. The Niners Bears game, a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind. Okay, that's a don't. Yeah, I don't see anything that's alarming. This one here, likely rain showers. That's the Giants Bills game. Yeah, nothing too alarming here on the weather. I usually look at super windy games. I don't see too much. Not yet. I don't think the weather's really impacting anything quite yet. If you're deep at RB, would you shoot your shot for Jefferson now? No. I'm for trading away Jefferson. So the only way I would get Jefferson is if the guy is super desperate, the Jefferson owner, and you can get him for like a 92% clearance price. So if you can trade like Miles Sanders for him, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'd even trade Brian Robinson, but like that's what I'm saying. The price has got to be severely discounted. Like this, it's got to be almost for free. And if it's not, then I wouldn't do it. I think Roshan, Foreman, and Fields will limit Roshan's upside. Roshan Johnson is out, so I don't know. It's kind of over that discussion. Okay, this doesn't say if it's super flex, buddy. Were you the yeah? This doesn't say if it's super flex. I love that. That doesn't matter. I'm over that too. Someone made a bad trade in your league. We got it. Somebody made a bad trade. Someone's a homer. Oh, the trade just happened in my league. Something exciting. All right. This is boring. This one's boring. This is boring. Get out of here. Oh no, not you. This guy's boring me. A trade just happened in the subscriber league. Let's see what we got here. I'll push it through. I don't know. This is a crappy trade, but I'm gonna push it through. So somebody just traded Adam Thielen for Madison. This is a PPR redraft league. I will process it. Just pushed this trade while live streaming. Nico Collins or Michael Pittman? Let's go with Nico Collins. I think you should keep Miles Sanders. I mean, there's not many running backs. Is there really a running back on waivers right now that's better than Miles Sanders? Like the best running back on my waivers is usually Antonio Gibson, if he's even available. So I don't know if you want to do that, dude. Have Justin Tucker and Dallas D. Rams, Jags, Lions, and Maher Folk are available. Who do I start and who do I pick up? So just roll with Justin Tucker one more week. For defense, I think you want to drop the Cowboys D. Or if you can roster both two defenses, yeah, at least I would not start the Cowboys D. So I like the Rams D a lot. They're really good. So I'd go with the Rams D. Detroit's pretty good too. So it's between Rams and Detroit, and I would go with the Rams D. And I would keep Justin Tucker. Should I drop Keontae Ingram for Browns D for next week? Who do the Browns play next week? They face the Colts. It's not that great. I mean, sure, whatever. Doesn't matter, bro. It's too boring, lackluster moves. talking about some whack. I mean, you can, you cannot. It doesn't really matter. Start one: Trevor Lawrence, Burrow, or Stafford. Okay, so Trevor Lawrence plays the Colts. Gonna have a good game. Burrow plays Seattle. I like Burrow slightly more. And I really like Stafford. We're gonna go with Joe Burrow. You got three good quarterbacks at least this week. That's a good problem to have. Problem bless. I have Madison and Ramondre. Worth it to pick up Chuba or Foreman. Yeah. Don't start Madison. I mean, he's gross. I would not love to start Madison, even though he's got a great. So out of these four, let me just rank them for you for week 4. How about that? So I'm gonna go number 1 Ramondre, number 2 Chuba, number 3 Foreman, number 4 Madison. It's actually, now I'm looking at, not that big of a difference, but I don't know how those guys are available. You should be rostering them, trying to blackmail. Well, not blackmail, was it hold them hostage, right? Hold them hostage. I'm not thinking of another crime. Hold them hostage over your league mates. They should be wanting to trade for him. If somebody drafted Miles Sanders, I don't know why they don't have Chuba. Somebody drafted Khalil Herbert. I don't know why they wouldn't want Foreman right now. You don't even know the second running back for Miami is. That's great, dude. Awesome. You talking about Salvin Ahmed? Because I don't even know if you know who that is. Because people think it's Jeff Wilson. He's doubtful. Anyway, I would go Chuba Hubbard. Rest of the season, Hawkinson or Andrews. I'm gonna go with Hawkinson, but really doesn't matter. Ravens are still a competing team. Vikings are kind of, I don't know what's going on there. So one's more risky and one's more safe. Hawkinson more risky, Mandrews more safe. I'm going Hawkinson though. Risky means more upside too. Trade Pickens and McLaurin for T. Higgins. Yeah, I would do that. Go get T. Higgins. Pollard, Kyron, JT Spears. Choose to start Kyron and Pollard. Easy. Yep, there you go, Travis. Told you. You think the Lions are the real deal this year, Couch? I don't think they're winning a Super Bowl. I don't think they're going far in the playoffs. But yes, they're a real team for sure. They're really trending upwards. I don't think they have what it takes to be like a top 5 team this year, but they're close. They're knocking on the door. Playoffs. I expect them to make playoffs this year. And yeah, man, they're a real team. Good O line, real coaching staff, great receivers, tight end. You know, Jared Goff is solid. At least he's great at home, at least. Do you get paid if I sit through the ads? Yes. Yes. If you click on the ads, if you sit through the ads, I get paid more. But don't feel obligated, man. It's all good. You know what you could do? Just watch my content, leave a thumbs up, and you know, if you got 2 devices or something, let one of them run through the ads. That's great. It's only like a nickel, 25 cents, a dollar if you do it. Like, it's not a big deal, dude. But yeah, I do get paid more if you watch through the ads, and get paid even more if you click through the ads. But don't do it. Just don't do it just to, just don't do it like just to do it, It's all good. Hit that thumbs up though. Follow me on all social media accounts. That's what's up. DJ Moore, Nico Collins, Calvin Ridley, Brandon Ayuk. Okay, you want me to pick one? I'm gonna pick Calvin Ridley every time. Should I trade Josh Allen and Montgomery for Lamar Jackson and Eckler? You know, Josh Allen to me is so good, I would just stay put. I think he just has a high floor and high ceiling, and you can't really beat that. Laporta is expected to play. He's good to go. Which defense this week? We're gonna go with the Lions out of the ones you gave. Oh, sorry, the Rams out of the ones you gave me. Stroud or Geno Smith? Go with Geno Smith. Chuba or KJ Osborne? Go with Chuba. Drop Tank Dell, pick up Jordan Addison. Yes, I would. Should I trade Hopkins for Stevenson in PPR? Jacobs, Kamara, Gainwell, Akers, Ingram, and Herbert. Yes, do it. And we'll say a prayer and we'll hope Ramondre bounces back. But it seems like you got wide receivers and need a RB. So this is a win-win for both teams, essentially. We don't know. We don't know how Ramondre is gonna. This is Ramondre's last chance to do good. So we don't know that. But I would do that, man. It's the type of trade where both sides win. Don't laugh out loud, but I'm down to Kareem Hunt or Craig Reynolds for my RB2. I said, don't laugh. I'm not laughing. Go with Craig Reynolds, my friend. I don't know. Kareem Hunt, he could be the garbage time RB, and boom, he might get 4 or 5 catches, but we don't know that. I think Jerome Ford will be the garbage time RB, so we don't know. Maybe Pierre Strong is. I don't know. But what I do know is Craig Reynolds is the RB2 on a good Lions team, so I'll go Craig Reynolds. And I don't want to start Kareem Hunt. T-Law or Purdy. Ooh, man. Brock Purdy, elite quarterback this year. You hate to love it. You love to hate it. Whatever it is. Lots of Brock Purdy haters here. We're going to go Trevor Lawrence in a possibly high-scoring game. Let's go Trevor Lawrence. Calvin Ridley every time with ETN sparking up. Really? What do you want from me, dude? You gave me 5 good wide receivers. I'm going to go Calvin Ridley. Mahomes and DJ Moore for Allen and Puka. I love the Josh Allen side, of course. Josh Allen. All right, you just updated your question. Start 2. DK, Garrett Wilson, Nico Collins, Zay Flowers. So we're going to start, I think we'll start Nico Collins. I mean, a lot of this is based on if Tank Dell and Robert Woods are playing. We'll start Zay Flowers. We're going to start Zay Flowers and DK Metcalf. We're going to bench Garrett Wilson. My third choice would be Nico Collins. Would I sit Derrick Henry out of those guys? I don't think I would sit Derrick. So I would start Derrick Henry. I'd start CeeDee Lamb. This is going to be a higher scoring game. Start CeeDee Lamb. I think we're going to start Amon-Ra. So we're starting Amon-Ra, Lamb. And so it's between Mike Evans and Jacoby Myers. And we're going to start Evans. So bench Jacoby Myers. Tough choice there, but you definitely got to start Henry. You definitely got to start CeeDee Lamb. And you definitely got to start Amon-Ra. So you got to start those 3 guys for sure. Yep, Chuba's going to be a workhorse this week. My favorite is when someone asks for advice on who to start, then argues with the advice. Yeah. I mean, he's got like 4 really good wide receivers. It's not an easy choice. I picked one. I mean, it's really you could literally pick any of those guys. I mean, what do you want to do? But I like Ridley more than Ayuk and DJ Moore. I mean, I trust him more. But you could really go with any of those guys. What's up, Smooth? 1 and 4 in Superflex. QBs are Fields, Deshaun Watson, Minshew, RBs, blah, 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 blah. What kind of trades do you think I can do? Okay. Man. You could trade Dallas Goedert. That's all I see. I mean, you got to wait for Ramondre to have a good game to trade him. You can't trade him now. You can trade Hubbard to the Miles Sanders owner. I think that's a good trade, actually. You can't trade Deontay Johnson. You went against the Couch family and you drafted CeeDee Lamb. I had him ranked super low, but he's a great start this week. So those are really the only two trades you can do. Trade Chuba Hubbard to the Miles Sanders owner and sell high on Dallas Goedert. Chuba or Tutu, go with Chuba Hubbard. Would you trade Mike Evans and Garrett Wilson for Kyron? Kind of desperate for RB2? Yes. Do it. Saints or Rams defense this week? Joe Nay. Go with the Rams D. Don't go with Washington. They disgust me. I hate them. But Saints are great as well. I mean, it's really a toss up. But the Commanders hurt my feelings, and I don't ever want to see them again. I hate their logo. I hate their team. I hate everything about them. Not on a good relationship. Not on good relationship terms with them. Saints D is just fine though. So it's really a toss up between those two. But I'm going with the Rams D this week. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What are you gonna do, bro? You can't see like okay, so when we started Riley Patterson and Jake Moody, there's nothing you can do, man. There's nothing you can do when they score 6 touchdowns in a game. What are you going to do about it? That means look, he's not missing. The offense is moving the ball. That's just the luck portion of the game, right? That's like getting tackled on the 1-yard line. Like there's just nothing you can do about that. Like, what do you like? Christian Watson got tackled on the 1-yard line last week. I think that was Monday Night Football against the Raiders. What are you gonna do, man? There's just nothing you can do, right? The dude's elite. The offense is moving the ball. The defense is playing well. I'm talking about the Lions and Niners. And there's nothing you can do, bro. Like, so we're rolling with Jake Moody. We're rolling with Justin Tucker. Let's go. There's not much you can do. Chuba or Stevenson? It's actually a good question. Let's go with Chuba Hubbard. Yeah, we all know that's a fact. Second you drop him, he's going to get you points. Bronson, start 2 at flex, JT, Addison, Waddle. I would have benched JT. Definitely start Waddle, but the real question is JT versus Addison, and I'm going to go with Addison. You didn't say it's PPR, so I'm going to answer if it's PPR. And even if you say it's not PPR, I'm still going to answer it's PPR because you never told me it's PPR or not. So that's what you get. That's free advice. You got to pay for the big advice. when you can come back and tell me what PPR. I'm just joking on this joke. It's not even a funny joke. I think that's gonna do it. Any more questions? Did I miss anything? I think we're all I pretty much got all the questions here. Ooh, we came back with it. Well, it is PPR. So we're in PPR, we're going Addison. How about that Zach Moss, guys? Huh? Zach Moss just getting a ton of fantasy points for us, killing it. Or I mean, no, not really. Like I dropped him. So he's getting a ton of fantasy points for nobody, actually, is what I mean. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it. Oh, we got another one. Start 2. Okay, so this is super flex. Ooh, super flex is a super sexy fantasy setting. Geno Smith, Purdy, Trevor Lawrence. Oh, you put Purdy in there twice. Okay, you messed up. You're really screwing up these questions, dude. So definitely Trevor Lawrence. And with the second quarterback, we're gonna go with Stafford. That's what's really I'm definitely going Trevor Lawrence, but for the second QB is tough. But I mean, I just love Stafford going against the Rams. They're gonna throw a lot, and you got Puka and Cup, and you also got guys like Higgins, Tutu, and Kyron who catch too. But you got Puka and Cup, you got Stafford and Sean McVay, and they're going to throw the ball. That's what I love about the Rams. Even when they have a big lead, they're going to be throwing the ball. all the way into the fourth quarter. So fourth quarter is when the earliest they would even consider running out the clock. They throw a lot, and they will continue to throw a lot no matter the game script. Moore or Addison? So I think that's DJ Moore, pretty sure. DJ Moore or Addison. Let's go with DJ Moore. DJ Moore, he's a little more versatile. So no matter the game script, no matter the weather, he'll get it done. We don't know Addison yet, right? Addison and Zay Flowers are still kind of working out how they're going to look in a couple years. They're filling out, right? Madison, the rest, I mean, he sucks. What do you? He sucks, man. Like, we're starting him in the duos league where I'm partnered up with Mike Mattal. Everyone has a co-manager, and I mean, we're thankful we're starting Madison this week. He's projected to do well, but like, we don't have to like it. We don't enjoy it, but at least, taking it one game at a time. I mean, Madison seems to get 66% of the snaps or something like that. Let me look at my Instagram account. Let's see what he got last snap. Post these every week. Yeah, I mean, he seems to get two-thirds of the snaps. Is that the right percentage? Yeah, so he got 57% of the snaps, Madison did. So, I mean, hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Maybe he gets a couple more targets now that Justin Jefferson's in. I mean, this guy, Justin Jefferson, bro, he gets like 10, 15 targets a game. That's a lot of targets that's got to go someplace. Is AJ Dillon droppable, or should I keep him around in case Aaron Jones gets injured? Try and trade him. Okay. And I know that sounds like, dude, no one's going to. You could trade him for $1 FAB. You can trade him for a defense. You could trade him for a kicker. I think he just did well enough to where you might be able to trade this guy and improve your team. It won't be anything big, but I'm telling you, man, if you can get like, maybe you get Tyler Bass even, something, or maybe you get the Niners D. I'll do it for the Niners D, bro. Niners D. Just something like that. I think you can get it. Sanders or Madison rest of season? Madison. I've just Miles Sanders is just kind of, I don't know, man. I know it's his injury, and that seems to be the only reason. But other than that, like, I just have a bad feeling about him. Start Tyler Lockett. What's all these people with the questions last minute? I'll get the questions though. If the Madison Akers split is similar or worse than last week, would you drop Madison for Akers? No. But we got to see it. Like, I can't do that. You're thinking in the future too much. Let's watch the game first and see what happens. Numbers are a big part of it, but also we got to see how they look. So there's we got to see. As of now, don't drop Madison. Eagles D is good this week. I think next week we'll consider not. I don't think we start the Eagles D week 7. I think we do start the Eagles D week 6. Oh, I forgot. We're gonna hop on Discord here in 5 minutes. I'll just drop the link in case anybody needs it. Totally forgot we hop on Discord. So what we're gonna do, guys, right after we end this live stream, I'm dropping the link right now. We're gonna hop on Discord. We're gonna go to the voice channel. It's called General under Voice, though. It's at the very bottom. We're gonna go to the voice channel. You guys can hop on there. It's like a phone call, like a Zoom call. You can talk. You can just listen. You can do both. Whatever you want. We usually hop on there for like 30, 45 minutes after the live stream every Friday, right after we end it. So if you do want to hop on the Discord, that's the link right there. I dropped it in the chat. And if you're new to the Discord, make sure you go to the welcome channel and hit the green check emoji. Then you'll get access to the rest of the Discord. Again, go on Discord, welcome channel, hit the green check emoji. You'll get access. We will be in the voice channel for about 30 minutes. I mean, sometimes nobody joins, sometimes like 11 people join. You never know. If Laporta is out, Laporta is playing, you're good, man. And I would not start Conklin. I'd rather start Jonah, but Laporta is good to go. All right, guys, we're going to end it there. Thank you so much. Good luck this week. And we do have a podcast. We got a second YouTube channel. So go check that out, Fantasy Couch Podcast. Last night's podcast episode, wide receiver centric, was really good. You can watch that video on that second YouTube channel or listen to it on all the podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple, Google, whatever it is. All right, guys. Peace out.